Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today, we're going to be doing a video about NIO stock. Today, we're actually going to be doing a huge 2021 stock price prediction, where I think NIO stock is actually headed in the year of 2021 and all the great things to come in the year of 2021 for NIO as a company. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investment journey together. So today we're going to be doing a 2021 price stock prediction for NIO, where I think NIO stock is actually going to be headed in the year of 2021. We have seen 2020 in itself. You know, it was a great year for NIO. NIO did a lot of great things, and especially putting itself on the map and the radar, letting people really know what NIO as a company can actually do. Looking at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd September 12th of 2018. Currently up 698%. Looking at the 1-year chart, is currently up 1,540%. Now, taking a breakdown here of where NIO actually started out in 2020, going back here, I mean, this thing was trading around $4 a share. It wasn't really doing too much. And to the simple fact that this stock has climbed so much in this year alone, really put NIO on the map as a top EV company, and really an EV company that, you know, even a lot of big time analysts are really keeping their eye on the stock, you know, and NIO as a company itself is like, where could this company actually head, right? Could this company have the potential to be the next Tesla? If not, does this company have what it takes to be a top EV company in China? Looking at the 3-month chart, it is up 120%. I've said this time and time again that I do think NIO is the biggest growth stock of 2020. It has seen a lot of tremendous growth, and it really has done a good job of really propelling and projecting what's to come for the company. You know, taking a little bit more of a dive what we saw in 2020 with NIO, really seeing their delivery estimates, consistently beating those delivery estimates, really showed that, you know, NIO is selling cars, and that's a big thing. You know, there's a lot of EV companies that have IPO'd that really haven't even done anything at all, or haven't even really sold anything either. The fact that NIO is consistently beating its delivery estimates shows that NIO's cars are in want. But NIO in itself did not just really stop at that. On top of all the analyst upgrades we got throughout the year from JP Morgan, Bank of America, Deutsche Bank, and the most recent one being Goldman Sachs, you know, these are big time investors. Really, you know, they've been doing this for a very long time, so they really do have the knowledge. And the fact that they're always raising up price targets for NIO stock really shows the bullish sentiment that, you know, these big time investors do have on the EV companies, especially when it comes to NIO and the whole Chinese EV game in itself. But it's not only the big time investors who really love NIO stock, it's also retail investors really see a lot of huge potential when it comes with NIO, currently trading $48.04. It makes people wonder, you know, is now a good time to buy NIO stock? You know, $48.04 seems like a relatively high price to pay, but for me, I do think NIO stock is worth the buy, $48.04. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason I think it is because NIO is going to see probably a lot of growth in the year of 2021 as well. I mean, even taking a dive at their earnings, you know, yes, the company did operate at a loss, but we do see that their profits are shrinking while their revenues are starting to grow, already expecting $960 million in revenue by the next quarter. We're about to get a pretty good dive into their December deliveries and actually see how they did. I expect another beat on their delivery estimates because the last 5 months have been a beat. NIO expanding like crazy, really starting to grow, has really started to expand out the EV game, and I'm not going to be shocked if NIO actually beats their delivery estimates. I'm pretty sure they're going to. But really taking a look at what else NIO has done in the year of 2020 is the development of a bigger and better battery. We're currently working on a 100 kilowatt battery, and with NIO Day coming up pretty soon, you know, we do have NIO Day coming up January 9th, and on that day, they're going to be showing us the 150 kilowatt battery, which is something new that NIO actually announced. And this battery actually does get 900 kilometers full range charge. It's just absolutely amazing, the technology that NIO is really truly to face. NIO Day being a big event coming up on January 9th. It's a big day for NIO. It's really going to showcase what NIO is actually going to be bringing to the future, what NIO is actually going to be propelling and projecting as far as numbers go and stuff like that. On top of the 150 kilowatt battery they're actually going to show us, they're actually also going to show us an ET7 sedan. It's a new model that NIO does plan on dropping. And as you guys know, you know, Tesla really making an appearance in China, really starting to expand. You know, it did really put NIO into a pressured situation because NIO being a more established brand, Tesla being a more established brand than NIO really does raise up the competition for NIO. But NIO, to combat this, is dropping 2 new sedans, an SUV, and a minivan. Really thinking outside the box, and we do get to see the schematics of one of the new sedans on NIO Day, so I'm super excited about that. But really taking a look at what else NIO was actually planning to do in 2021, it goes to show, you know, NIO's already planning to expand into Europe by the middle of 2021. We saw that NIO did a public stock offering for 68 million shares. They did this so they were able to raise capital. Doing this, they were able to raise $2.5 billion. Not only does this allow them to expand, but it also allows them to really put that money into ramping up production, really working out the kinks in their vehicles, and really using that money to really develop the business and the brand in itself, which does lead to where NIO stock is going to be headed in 2021. We've seen the catalysts for NIO time and time again. We've seen the charge stations they're building around China, 100 of them, which does lower the cost of consumers to its actual customers itself. It also, not only that, but it also does make it more convenient for ownership to the customer as well. So I love how NIO's really projecting their customer service standpoint on the company, really trying to make things more cost effective and more convenient for its customers as well. But I know in the year of 2021, it's going to be a big year for NIO. I know NIO's going to do a lot of great things. I could see NIO going to be a $100 stock in the year of 2021. Yes, to some people, it is a huge step up, but the fact that NIO in itself is just growing, and it's not just NIO as a company, and I've said this time and time again, but the Chinese EV game is really starting to expand, but so is the EV game in general, so is the EV market demand as well. You know, we've seen time and time again that a lot of these EV companies, even in the midst of a pandemic, have been able to expand like crazy. And it's not just due to their business models or how many vehicles they're selling, but it's just due to the fact that people are really looking towards battery power to really carry us into the future. So for me, looking at basically the statistics that say, you know, by 2025, they're expecting basically 20% of all car sales to be EV cars, and they expect that number to jump up to 50% by 2035. Looking at it from a numbers standpoint, it goes to show, you know, that the EV market in China is actually going to be growing for a very long time. We saw XPeng has started to sell cars in Norway, which really starting to expand the Chinese EV market in that region of the world, which does make me a lot more bullish on NIO stock in itself. But NIO really providing great things. I know that NIO is going to grow a significant amount in the year of 2021. I'm not going to be surprised if this stock does hit $100, if not pretty close to it. I do think this $48.05 price tag we see here is pretty undervalued for what NIO is going to be propelling. And I know people, you know, they really do get emotional when it comes to trading, and they see NIO, you know, stock slip for a little bit. It goes down a couple bucks, $5. For me, NIO is a long-term hold. NIO, for me, I'm going to be holding for a very long time. When you're investing, you always want to be looking at the long-term perspective. If you're trying to flip for pennies, don't waste your time with companies like NIO. Go find penny stocks that, you know, have a little bit more volatility to them. NIO trading pretty sideways. I think it's an anticipation of NIO Day, really seeing what they're going to be bringing to the table. But if you own NIO stock, do not get so caught up if you own at a higher share price than what the stock is currently trading at now. For me, I'm looking at the long-term sentiment. I'm looking at the long-term bullish sentiment. The fact that NIO has so much going for it, you know, it can't just be accounted by its current stock price, $48.15. I know that NIO is going to be doing great things in 2021. Its expansion is going to continue to grow along with its revenue, along with its deliveries as well. NIO is putting itself on the radar, and I think it's going to be a top EV company. I think it's going to be one of the top Chinese EV companies as well. You know, and NIO is working very hard to really make sure that they're on top of their game and really trying to get their name out there as fast as possible. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. You think NIO stock is a buy, $48.14? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own? What's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.